Hey everybody, we're on part C, extreme blogs. Now this section is basically real easily spoken. It's extreme blogs. And today we're going to be talking about believing to achieve the impossible. Many of you have went through hardships. Me, I have. When I was growing up, many people didn't believe that I could graduate even from high school, let alone college. Later this month, the road to me graduating in 2 months gets underway deeply. I am about to graduate from college. Many people didn't think I was going to graduate from high school because I have a disability. I have a learning disability. Many people that are my friends that I've developed in high school, developed in college. Mostly college though. Very smart people out there. Some of you are watching this video right now. However, a lot of the people that I have met over the years, they said, "You have a disability? What the hell kind of disability do you have?" And I look at them. I stare them right in the eyes, and I am very bold about how I stare people in their eyes. I don't want to scare them. However, I don't want to make them, I don't want to make them feel comfortable either. I want to make them very uncomfortable. So, I fought like hell to get out of that special disability class. It was year after year that I was in that class and locked behind the door with this thought in my head that I am not going to be able to graduate. I am not going to be able to graduate. And it kept flooding my mind because people kept telling me the same damn thing after the same damn thing. You can't do it. You can't do it. You're not smart enough. You have a disability. You're not wise enough. You don't have the ability. Wah, 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 wah. You know what? When it was time for me to graduate, I did it. I didn't just do it halfway. I didn't just say, I am here at the finish line. I'm just going to tap my foot over that line and say, hey, fuck it. I graduated. I'm proud of myself. I finally achieved the big one. I fucking hurled over that son of a bitch and knocked the referee down as well. I hurled over it with my arms wide open, a big smile on my face, smiling for days, as many people would say that I met in college. Now, my principal at that time told me, because I had trouble passing the I-step. I'm sorry, but I had trouble passing that hard exam. He called me to the office. I sat down right across from him, and I was scared. But I knew he was more scared than I was, because he had sweat pouring off of his face. I was just a young man. I didn't know why you would be so scared of such an innocent soul like me. But it's very honest and very clear what I did. I sat across from this guy and he asked me, he said, "Now, sir, do you really think that you have a chance on passing the math portion of the I-step? Or even the English part?" And I looked at him and said, "Sir, I believe that I can achieve." He looked down with sweat intoxicating and glowing off of his face. He was scared. Maybe not that scared and maybe not that frightened. He might have been a little uncomfortable. I'm not really sure. Not him, I'm myself. My name's John Woods, so speaking of that. He looked at me and told me that the English is the one that I had problems with. Math, I was just 2 points away from passing, and I was like, whoa, yeah, really, I was 2 points away from passing, and believe me, I will pass the math next time. He chuckled and looked at me again and said, "You won't pass the English probably." You'll probably fail. And I looked at him and said, my God is strong enough that I can pass that exam. I can, and I will. I believed and I achieved. He laughed at me and said, well, from these exams, it does not look like your God's working. And I looked down at myself. My heart started beating faster as the blood started making me fucking pissed off. And at that point in my life, when I got pissed off like Angry Grandpa does every fucking week that he makes a video. He broke a refrigerator. He broke a microwave. I didn't break anything, never did, except little pencils a few times. I also threw a roller across the room and smacked it off somebody's fucking skull. They didn't bleed. I'm happy about that. They're still alive. Still kicking, running, and jumping, enjoying. I got kicked out of class that day too, by the way. Anyways, back to the first story. He said my God wasn't working. He said my God wasn't working. And I'm a Christian. I do cuss a few times a week. However, I am a Christian. He told me that my God wasn't working. However, when I took that test the next time, the English portion and the math portion, I passed the math portion. Excuse the Jew out of me. I passed the math portion by over 100 points. The English portion, however, I passed by over 230 points, therefore passing and becoming a person who graduated from fucking college. I mean, wait, jack the price up. Pass the price up. I graduated from high school first. I'm about to graduate from college, but we haven't arrived there yet in my life. So anyways, I did not give up on myself, nor did anyone else. Well, actually, my parents gave up on me. I just threw up on my mouth. Oh man, the thought of that, man, just made me sick. My parents gave up on me. Not in that sense, but in another sense. I'll tell that for part 2. However, for this part, I believed to achieve the ultimate goal. And the ultimate goal was for me to graduate. For me to go to college. There was other people that speculated I would not be able to go to college. They were wrong. The people that said I wouldn't be able to graduate from high school, they were wrong too. And if there's anyone saying that you can't do anything, just believe and you can achieve. You gotta fight like hell to get it and fight like hell to keep it. You all can do it. And the inspirational sayings that you can do it is not cliched. It's truth. If you believe, you can achieve. Truth stays with the strongest. Lies fall with the weakest. I don't think any of you are weak. I think you're all strong. I think you're all forceful in what you believe. Believe and the mountains will move. If you believe, anything is possible. And in part 2, I'll talk about how something else made me want something else even more. Believing is achieving. It may be tough, but toughness is nothing. It's going and running the whole damn race. That's what makes us all tough. Think about it.